access thousands of customers and leads that we would otherwise not have access to. We've gotten 25 plus solid leads a week requesting samples. The response rate that you expected and drew out for us, you delivered that.
So we have Eric here, Eric Cappell from StoreSupply and LabGroomers. Eric, it's really nice having you here. Thanks for agreeing to the interview.
My pleasure. Thank you.
So it would be super cool if you could just start with a quick introduction, yourself, your role at both the companies, and we'll go from there.
Sure. Yeah. So I am Eric Cappell. I'm the COO of StoreSupply Warehouse and LabGroomers. We are a wholesale and e-commerce distributor of store supplies and fixtures, and for LabGroomers, dog grooming products for professional and home use groomers.
Excellent. So we've been working together for about 3 months-ish now, Eric, and just would love to hear from you how your experience has been, and through these 3 months, what do you think you've gotten out of this partnership?
Yeah, sure. The relationship has been very easy. Your team and yourself have been creating a framework that is easy to roll out these email campaigns, and it's allowed us to access thousands of customers and leads that we would otherwise not have access to in a very structured and programmatic way that we can easily handle and manage throughout the time. So over the past 3 months and really 2 months of solid email campaigns, we've gotten 25 plus solid leads a week requesting samples, and that's been exciting for us to see new customers interact with our products and show an interest in what we do.
Nice, that's good, the good stuff. So I know this a lot of the times when you're doing this, even when we were having our initial conversations, what were the questions you were asking yourself, or what were kind of the hesitations when you were considering or evaluating this approach or this channel?
So I think probably the biggest question was, do you really have access to customers that we don't have? We've got hundreds of thousands of customer contacts, and can you reach customers that we don't know about? And the answer is yes, you do. You do have that access. And also the response rate that you expected and drew out for us, you delivered that. So I was very curious to see if, in fact, we'd get that many interested parties, and your team delivered that.
Absolutely. And of all the sample requests and, like the whole handover process, a lot of the times when you get inbound wholesale inquiries, people just go to the website and fill a form, which is obviously zero work from you. And when you're reaching out to people, you often have to, send them emails, call them, you have to have salespeople handling all of that. So just in terms of logistical intensity or how difficult it was for you to actually work these leads, what would you say?
I'd say it adds a little bit of interaction, but for us, we like that interaction because it helps tie the customer to us. It helps build a relationship rather than an anonymous form, which, we're happy to see those too. But once you have a few email interactions or phone call discussions, it helps anchor the customer to us. And so I would say from a logistical standpoint, slight increase over someone filling out a form request, but I see that as a positive.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. And just one final question. So if a brand's watching this and they want to expand wholesale, they want to get more distribution, get their products into brick and mortar retailers, what would your word of advice be to them?
I'd say work with you. Very easy onboarding, very easy process, and your recommendation to us was to give it at least 90 days, and don't start until you're ready to invest 90 days into it. And I would say that's accurate. The responses and the communication snowball. So each week it gets bigger and bigger, and you gain more momentum. So I'd say that's the right amount of time and good advice.
Absolutely. And one thing I would like to add to this is also have salespeople active, ready, just like Eric had. You had two people always proactively responding to leads, calling leads. And I think that helps a lot with conversions. So 100% also helps to be prepared with that. But yeah, I mean, thanks so much for taking the time, Eric.